Hi, I'm Sean, and this is a back brace. And in a few minutes, you'll discover how this back brace is the secret to cracking the code on your permanent fat loss. In fact, it's helped thousands of people lose unwanted body fat for 10 years now, and it's just getting stronger. So watch this presentation until the end, and you will also discover how to maximize all of your body's fat-burning systems. And you'll be able to do this confidently and successfully without starving yourself silly or doing ridiculous amounts of cardio. Plus, you're going to discover the number one thing you absolutely must avoid if you want to get rid of unwanted body fat. Just a bit of a friendly warning first. I don't know how long I'll have this online or how long it'll be free to watch, so watch this now while you still can. Now, you may think you've tried it all and seen it all, but you have never seen anything like this before. And I promise, these tips and solutions will astonish you. And one tip in particular, by far my favorite for jumpstarting fat loss, will absolutely blow your mind. Remember, I'm about to share with you the code to maximizing your body's internal fat burning systems, and even more little known tips to help you get rid of unwanted fat. First, I'm going to share a story with you that's pretty embarrassing. In fact, one part of the story is so embarrassing that I almost edited it out of this presentation. You'll see why in just a moment, so keep watching. Deal? Now, I wasn't always one of the leading authorities on health and nutrition in the world, and I certainly wasn't a guy you'd see quoted by all of these different media channels. In fact, I got started in this whole thing through a pretty devastating experience. I remember it so vividly. It was the winter of the year 2000. I was sitting in the examination room with the doctor. I was actually feeling kind of happy to finally figure out why I was having such a hard time walking. You see, just a few weeks earlier, I was able to run, lift weights, play basketball, whatever I wanted to do, just like any other 20-year-old college student. Then seemingly out of the blue, I had a hard time extending my left leg, and if I tried to force it, there was excruciating pain. I thought that I pulled some strange muscle and that if I just laid off of it for a while, the pain would go away. But on the contrary, it kept getting worse and worse. Finally, I booked a doctor's visit and got an examination. And I thought that it was strange that the doctor had me go in for an MRI of my spine when all of the pain was in my left leg. After getting the MRI back, I was sitting in the doctor's office waiting on the good news so that I could finally know what to do to get my health back. He put the MRI up for me to see and gave me the diagnosis. He said that I had severe spinal degeneration, 2 herniated discs, and a condition known as degenerative disc disease. Honestly, it was all like a foreign language to me. So I just innocently asked, "Okay, doc, so what do we need to do to fix me up?" And that's when he responded with a statement that changed my life. He glanced at me with this sort of pitying look and said, "I'm sorry, son, there's nothing we can do." It literally didn't register to my mind that he actually meant to say that to me. So I actually asked him again, "So what do we need to do to fix me? Should I start exercising differently? Should I change the way I'm eating?" He looked at me again with a hint of frustration this time and said, "It has nothing to do with what you're eating. You see this MRI, Sean? You have the spine of an 80-year-old. I was suddenly very nervous and emotions were starting to well up in me because up until that moment, I thought that I was somewhat invincible. You probably remember that feeling in your early 20s too, the feeling that you have all the time in the world, that nothing could really hurt you and take your health away. This was my wake-up call to a whole new reality. He got me to understand and accept that I had a disease, and this disease had caused my spine to age much faster than it should have. The result was my spine was now unable to support my frame properly, and my spinal discs were now being crushed from the uneven distribution of my weight. The resulting pain in my leg that was driving me crazy was due to the nerve compression that was running down my spine. I was devastated. I spent the next 2 years seeing top experts and progressively getting worse each day. The pain eventually made its way throughout my entire back, and I needed to be on strong medication just to sleep at night because even if I would move to change positions while I was sleeping, the pain would literally shake me to my core and wake me up. All of the experts told me to stay on bed rest, wear a back brace, take different medications, and I just may be a candidate for back surgery. Things were not looking too good for me, but the good news about all this sitting and resting is that I actually got really good at video games on my PlayStation. But at this point in my life, it seemed like life was just passing me by. and I thought that things couldn't get any worse, although they were about to, and I'll share that with you in just a moment. And perhaps you can relate to that feeling, the feeling that you know something really needs to change in your life, yet it still took one more thing to finally push me over the edge. Each day after class was dismissed at my university, I waited for everyone to leave the classroom before I got up, as I usually did. I did this because I was so embarrassed. Because before I could walk with a normal stride, I first had to extend my left leg one good time, which caused a shock to go down my body that would literally make me jerk back. It made me look like I had a crazy nervous twitch. But after this would happen, I could walk somewhat normally and get to where I needed to go. I bumped into some friends this particular day, and they told me about their plans for going out to a nightclub to have some fun. And that's when it happened. They asked me if I wanted to come along, and I just made up a story about being busy, but in actuality, it was because I was just too embarrassed about my condition. What if I did meet a girl, and she asked me why I was jerking back when I first stand up? Or if she touched me and felt the weird back brace I was wearing? The anxiety was driving me nuts. I really prided myself in being a person of high integrity, but now I'd stooped so low that I was lying about how I was really feeling. I went home to feel sorry for myself as my friends were going out living the life of normal college students while I laid at home in pain on my floor. I was so disappointed in myself, and I realized then that I was literally afraid to stand up. One, for fear of the pain, and two, for the fear of being unsuccessful. And it was then, at that moment, that I decided to make a change. I will never live this way again, and I'll no longer sit there and let my life just pass me by. I decided then to put the care, compassion, and intention into my body that I had been surrendering to all of the so-called experts who were telling me that I was hopeless. From that moment, I began to read and study everything there is to know about health and the human body. While the doctors were studying pathology and the study of disease, I was studying health and how to create the optimal conditions for my genes to express themselves properly. I initiated my plan to start moving my body again and exercising. I did it smart, took my time, and everything started to click. I also changed the way I was eating, although I didn't know why it was such a critical piece of the fat loss code at the time, but I'll get to that later. And most importantly, I employed the basic foundations of a healthy body that I uncovered while investigating both ancient and cutting-edge modern research that hardly no one seemed to know about. The result? 6 weeks later to the day, I had lost 30 pounds, regained full functionality in my spine and legs, and the pain was absolutely gone. I literally couldn't believe it. And when I went back to the doctor for an examination, he took a look at everything and said, "Whatever I'm doing, just keep doing it," because even he couldn't explain what happened. Within months, I had transformed my body from a sick, overweight, and struggling version of myself to the vibrant, lean, and fit person that I'd always wanted to be, with tons of energy and a new spark for life. I discovered the blueprint that's now helped thousands of people all over the world in the last 10 years. It's what I call the fat loss code. Remember, despite my success today in being called a health guru, I'm no different than you. I'm just a guy who was forced to go through a terrifying situation, and because of that, I happened to stumble upon this powerful code. This is a code that allows people like us to experience the freedom to live life without the burden of ever worrying about unwanted body fat ever again. And today, in a few minutes, I'm going to share it with you. Imagine this, waking up feeling truly excited because you're burning 9 times more fat every day. All because the code helped you to improve one super important fat-burning gland in your body. And the best part? You will know that today was the day that you decided to make it happen. This was the day that changed the health and appearance of your body forever. From this moment forward, you will be more confident and energized because you have finally begun to learn what systems in your body make you burn more fat and how to actually maximize them. Within the upcoming weeks, more and more people are going to be complimenting you and asking you how you're changing your body so quickly. It'll be your little secret for now. Now, before I cover the code, I need to reveal something critical to you. It's the real reason behind your past struggles with unwanted body fat, and it's probably not what you think. The real problem is the fact that you've been lied to for years, and these lies are keeping you from the body you desire and deserve. One of these lies is that you have to eat so-called health foods that work for other people, and they're miraculously going to work for you too. I bet you've heard that, or maybe even believed that at one point in your life too, that if you just eat those healthy foods and avoid those junk foods, you'll get your body into the best shape ever. Yet, that's not even close to the truth. If you're one of the millions of hardworking, intelligent people who fell victim to this lie, then I urge you to decide right now to believe the truth instead, because if you do not, you will continue to struggle with losing unwanted body fat for many years to come. And because of this, your body's fat-burning systems will be so severely damaged that your ability to lose fat will eventually come to a grinding halt. And at that point, no matter how much you force yourself, no matter how hard you try, you are simply going to be forced to give up on dieting and on ever achieving your dream body. Listen, this is not what I want for you, and I know it's not what you desire for yourself. It's because of this lie that one perfect diet will work for everyone that things have been seemingly impossible. And this is the reason that your struggle with losing unwanted body fat is not your fault. If you really want to blame something for your struggles with fat loss, don't blame yourself. Blame the cookie cutter information being promoted in the media, selling you the idea that if you just do these one-size-fits-all diet and exercise programs, that you'll miraculously get the body of a cover model. It's the same headlines pumped out there on magazines and television again and again that just keep people buying more and more of their junk information because they're never actually getting the results. They depend on your struggling to make a buck. That's how the industry is run. There would no longer be a multi-billion-dollar fitness industry if you actually had the body you want. All of the misinformation out there that the media loves to exploit is enough to confuse anyone. It actually confused me for years too. I followed the standard exercise and diet information that I learned in school at a university level, and all I did was get further and further from my ideal body. I was working so hard and it just didn't make any sense. Did you see the study published in the Journal of American Dietetic Association? It revealed what's really going on with the health and fitness of people today, despite what we see in the media, even if we're not paying total attention to it. The study showed that 82% of families have people who are either sometimes or very often on diets, and yet the obesity rates keep climbing higher and higher. It was really upsetting to me to see big businesses pumping out cookie-cutter diets and not standing behind their promises when they were selling their products to good people who really wanted to achieve greater results in their life. It completely shocked me that these companies and individuals wouldn't stand up and really take care of the people who were trusting in them for their health and for the health of their families. The truth is that you should never be forced to eat so-called health foods just because they work for someone else. Why? Because each person has a very specific nutrient code that turns on and turns off their fat-burning programs. Plus, your body will actually begin to store more fat because it's trying to process foods that your unique metabolism simply cannot handle. This is the difference between those who succeed in burning away their excess fat and those who continuously struggle and fail. Now that you know the problem, that your fat loss has been held back due to the lies you've been told, let's dive fully into the specific tips that I have for you today. These are the same tips that thousands of people have used to successfully achieve their fat loss goals and uncover the body they desire and deserve. So fat loss code power tip number 1. The most important tip I can give you if you want to lose excess body fat without suffering is to maximize the function of your main fat burning organs. You absolutely must do this if you really want to lose excess body fat without suffering through constant dieting, deprivation, and social isolation. The reason this works to help burn excess body fat is based on a scientific principle used exclusively in the fat loss code called the metabolic compounding principle. I'll tell you more about that in just a moment, so keep watching. But first, I want to share with you the number one mistake that people make when trying to get rid of excess body fat that you absolutely must avoid. And this mistake is exercising too much. I know this sounds crazy, but let me explain. There are these tiny and important glands that sit on top of your kidneys called adrenal glands. When your body is in a state of stress for an excessive amount of time, like doing long sessions of cardio, your adrenal glands will release a ton of a stress hormone called cortisol. It actually does this to help you survive the ongoing stress because your body literally thinks that you're running for your life. Cortisol forces the body to store all of the fat that it can because your body thinks it's protecting you. This is due to a specific system in our body known as the autonomic nervous system, and the fact that humans have never run long distances to, quote, get in shape, but rather running has been for either fighting or fleeing a deadly situation, and even then it's short in duration and very intense. These mechanisms are still alive and well within you today. And because of this, a treadmill used in the wrong way can be the number one enemy of you losing body fat. In fact, doing excessive exercise of any kind can actually be causing your body fat gain and the inability to lose unwanted body fat. The key here is that you have to keep cortisol in check and focus on having the right ratios of hormones being produced in your body to eliminate maximum fat. You see, fat loss is a lot like a game of musical chairs. You have to make sure that the right hormones get into the empty seats, which are the receptor sites, when the music stops each day, which is essentially when you go to sleep. And the specific steps that you take to set yourself up to win each day will tell the real story of your results. So be aware that the fat storing hormones can bump the fat burning hormones out of the game if you're not paying close attention. So that's big tip number one, which is to avoid chronic cardio, which will eventually short circuit your metabolism, and instead focus on the right form of exercise for long-term fat loss, which we'll get to later. What if you could do the right exercises in the right amount for your body to burn maximum fat and be free to enjoy the body of your dreams? I'm going to teach you how to do that, even though you can still feel free to do long duration cardio if you truly enjoy doing it. But we're going to utilize a far more efficient way of burning fat, so keep watching. Now I want to share with you another powerful fat loss tip, and it's how you can actually have fun, yes, have fun, on your journey to a leaner, healthier you. Fat loss code power tip number 2. If you do this, you'll not only enjoy the process of getting the body you desire that much more, you'll also inspire your friends and family to join in if they want. What's the secret? Refuse to eat any foods that you don't absolutely enjoy and are not right for your unique metabolic type. Did you know that most people are eating so-called healthy foods that they don't even like because an expert told them that it was good for them? The big issue is that foods that work amazingly for one body type can cause absolute havoc for another body type. Take coconut oil, for example. It's loaded with something called medium chain triglycerides, or MCTs, that are antiviral, antifungal, and an excellent fat burner for some specific metabolic types. For others, it can make you lethargic, devitalized, and actually make you burn fat more slowly. The secret to figuring all this out and what metabolic type you are is based on a 5,000-year-old science that's causing major changes in the world of health and fitness today. The bottom line is, you get to eat all of your favorite foods that fit into your unique metabolic type and never have to worry about dieting again. Once you substitute the metabolically specific foods for the unspecific random foods you were eating before, what's going to happen is you're going to have tons more energy and start to eliminate all of your excess body fat if you do it right. I'll tell you all about how to uncover your unique metabolic type soon, so don't worry. Just imagine how effortlessly the fat comes off, how much more energy you have as you eliminate the desire for fat-producing foods, just by eating the right foods for your metabolic type. And it gets even better. Here's the most crucial, high-impact fat loss tip of all. Fat loss code power tip number 3. Warning. If you do not do this, your fat loss will come to a grinding halt, even if you put all the other tips to work for you. It's what I mentioned earlier, the metabolic compounding principle. And it's the most critical way to approach fat loss by making sure that all of your major fat-burning systems are working together for you. Do this, and not only will you trigger your body to burn up to 9 times more fat each day, but you will actually set your body up to defend against storing body fat long term. Here's how it works. There are several critical organs that impact your ability to burn fat. The main one that I'll share with you right now is a butterfly-shaped gland at the base of your throat known as your thyroid gland. Right now, I want you to take your index finger and touch your throat directly below the Adam's apple area. Now take your middle finger on the same hand and push in firmly right above your breastbone. That's the flat bone that runs down the middle of your chest. Your thyroid is in the small space in between your fingers, and it moves up and down when you swallow. Go ahead and take a big swallow and see if you can feel it. Your thyroid gland has been considered to be the master regulator of your metabolism, so yes, it's pretty important. The whole challenge is that very few people have been taught that your thyroid gland is the most negatively charged gland in your entire body. And all that means is that there's a lot of these little energy packets known as electrons there, which is a great thing because electrons mean energy and activity. But because it's such a negatively charged gland, it attracts a lot of positively charged energy packets known as heavy metals. And I'm not talking about the music that annoys many grandparents out there. These heavy metals literally pollute your thyroid gland and start to slow down your metabolism and weigh you down like a bag of cement. The trouble is we're exposed to these heavy metals every day in the food, water, and air we breathe. And there's only one thing that you can do here to help to reverse the situation. And that's to make sure that you're giving yourself natural, bioavailable minerals that bind to the heavy metals in your body, so that they can be safely removed from your system the right way. Now, with you being armed with this information, here's what you need to do. Get yourself some of the potent superfood known as chlorella and start taking 2 to 3 times the recommended serving size daily. The reason this works to boost your thyroid function is the rich amount of alkaline minerals found in the dense chlorophyll content of the chlorella. It's actually how it got its name. These specific minerals have been shown to safely and gently bind to heavy metals and remove them from your system. And over the subsequent days of using it and slowly building up, your thyroid will work better and better. And after about 9 to 10 days of utilizing chlorella in just the right combination with other thyroid boosting foods and supplements, you'll notice that you have a significant boost in your energy and your waistline is getting smaller already. This is simple biochemistry and it just works if you do it at the right time with the right combinations. It's like a light turns on in your body that wasn't there before. This is your ticket out of ever feeling restricted on a diet plan that doesn't work because your main fat-burning organs aren't working. Think of finally learning about your fat-burning organs like being handed a treasure map that leads you directly to the riches that you've always wanted, without all of the pirates, of course, and a way for you to permanently enjoy your fat loss plan because you get to eat foods you enjoy every day and add body-specific superfoods to aid in fat loss, all while the metabolic compounding principle kicks in and boosts your fat-burning systems through the roof. Imagine your life as you wake up each day and look in the bathroom mirror and see the body that you truly desire because you finally help your body's fat-burning systems to work for you and not against you. And just picture the confidence that you have as you go out and enjoy your body and enjoy your life the way that you deserve to. Doesn't that feel absolutely amazing? Okay, that was a lot to cover, and you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed or confused, and that's okay. Basically, this means that you have 2 choices on where to go from here. Choice 1, take the information in this presentation and try to go at it alone. And who knows, you may see some success if you took really careful notes and figured out the right combinations of superfoods and exercises to do. Or there's choice 2, the ultra efficient choice. This is the quickest, easiest, and smartest way to get the body and health you deserve. Let me do the work for you. And you know what? I already have. Why start from scratch and try to figure it all out on your own, which could take you years to do if you ever achieve it at all, when I've laid out your exact step-by-step blueprint for ultimate fat loss success already? One that's been tested for years. One that's responsible for countless men and women of all ages losing their unwanted body fat and getting that dream body at last without suffering, without starvation, and without limiting your lifestyle. Here's what the vast majority decide to do. I'm Shaun Stevenson, author and nutritionist and creator of the Fat Loss Code. The Fat Loss Code is the only program that teaches you how to easily maximize the fat burning systems in your body and burn more fat by exercising less. This radically simple strategy will work for you even if you have a history of weight problems or obesity, bad genetics, a thyroid condition, insulin resistance, children, yes, mommies, you can get your body back and even better than before, a crazy busy schedule, food and sugar addictions, no support to help you, or if you think you've tried everything. Now, let me tell you what the Fat Loss Code is not, just so you know exactly what you're about to experience. This is not a gimmicky fad diet that makes you eat a bunch of so-called healthy foods that are not even right for your body type. This is not an approach that doesn't actually tell you a thing about your body's fat-burning organs and how to actually make them work better. This is not a supplement binge where you take a bunch of synthetic pills that promise you ridiculous results like getting a six-pack overnight or something crazy like that. The truth has been hidden from you long enough. It's time for a solution that works without the inadequate gimmicks. And this is definitely not an insane boot camp style training program that can actually burn out your adrenals and harm your health long term. Rather, the Fat Loss Code is a result of over 10 years of focused clinical work to test and perfect the most powerful fat loss strategies ever. The people utilizing this information have also cracked the code on the age-old problem of falling off the wagon and are no longer forced to struggle with ineffective diet programs. And now, starting today, their success can be your success too. The success codes that I've successfully duplicated give you the freedom to eat the most incredibly tasty foods that your body is craving, boost your metabolism, and finally reclaim the body and life you truly deserve. Before we go any further, I have to be absolutely 100% open and honest with you. If you don't seriously want to get rid of the unwanted fat you're carrying around once and for all, if you just want to take a bunch of useless supplements and use starvation diets and just hope that things will get better for you, if that's all that you truly want, then leave this page now. This program is for men and women who want to put aside the gimmicky diets once and for all and get into the best shape of their life by maximizing their body's fat-burning machinery. In short, there are no easy answers, especially when you've tried and been shorted by so-called miracle programs that don't give you the lasting results. Yet, I've made this entire program as easy as it can get. So if you're wanting the real answer to fat loss, then here's what you can expect. If you want to drop 10% or more of your unwanted body fat in less than 30 days, enjoy eating your favorite foods that are right for your specific body type, turn your metabolism to its maximum potential and have incredible levels of stamina and energy as a result, get the body you desire without sacrificing your entire lifestyle to do it, then the Fat Loss Code isn't just a system for you. This is the only system for you. Just check out some of the results that average, everyday people are getting. Here's Anthony, who went from puffy and tired to lean and strong in less than 3 months. He completely transformed his body. He said that the Fat Loss Code taught him so much, but most of all, his transformation inspired him to want to help other people to achieve the same thing. And here's Justin, who started off weighing a little over 200 pounds, and he said like most people, the weight just crept on him over time. He typically wore clothes that were too big for him because he really felt embarrassed and uncomfortable by the way his clothes were fitting him at the time. From the very beginning, his goal was to get in the best shape of his life at age 42, when most people think it's actually a lost cause. He said that the Fat Loss Code was a tremendous change for him, all for the better. He now weighs 167 pounds, has lost a ton of body fat, and his stamina has increased through the roof. He's actually about to embark on a 700-mile bicycle ride over the course of 8 days that he said just wouldn't have been possible for him to achieve in the past. And here's Lizzie, who went from a size 16 to a size 6, 50 pounds off to be exact. She said that she continues to be unstoppable and is loving it. She said she's tried many different diets over the years and even joined a gym, but no matter what, she just couldn't lose the weight. And if she did, she would always gain it back plus more. She said that after getting the Fat Loss Code, she started implementing everything and began seeing some significant results in just 2 weeks. And ever since then, the weight's just been dropping off dramatically, and she's never gained it back. It's actually been almost 2 years and she's still enjoying her amazing results. She's so happy now because everybody is always telling her how great she looks. And she said that this is the greatest accomplishment that she's ever achieved in her life. And here's Brian, who took full advantage of everything in the fat loss code and was able to drop 8% body fat and 10 pounds in just 6 weeks. He said that using the fat loss code and tapping into what your body can do and activating what's already there works so well. And the results speak for themselves. I'm happy, I'm excited about what my body is doing, and now I've activated some things that can help it maintain and get even better. Rather than just handing you some diet and exercise book that will sit on your virtual bookshelf, I've created an unprecedented 5-week program that walks you through step by step on how to burn away excess fat like never before. Each week you'll get an in-depth training from me sent right to your inbox, complete with crucial written materials, exclusive videos, fat-burning tips and tactics to employ right away, and support if you have any questions along the way. The information is so in-depth and so valuable that you couldn't possibly utilize all of the fat loss strategies in just one go. So I broke it down into bite-sized pieces so that you can get the results, feel confident and prepared, and then move on to the next level. So let's take a look at what you'll receive inside your exclusive membership into the Fat Loss Code program. In Lesson 1, the secret center of your metabolism, and the bonus Master Metabolism video, you'll learn all about your body's major fat-burning organ systems and quick start tips to improve their performance. You'll find out what's really behind stubborn belly fat in Lesson 2 and discover the shocking science that shows why people can do all of the sit-ups that they want but never get a flat belly, and you're going to learn exactly what you need to do to avoid this. In Lesson 3, Cracking the Diet Code, you'll get in-depth information on uncovering your body's unique metabolic type. This is something that's going to change your life forever. You'll be able to take a full assessment test and from there utilize all of the amazing foods that benefit your body type and help you burn maximum fat. In Lesson 4, you'll be introduced to the only way to keep unwanted body fat off long term by implementing an exclusive 3-step strategy to help you to burn more fat every day and keep compounding your results. After you get the body you desire, it's more important than ever for me to help you keep it. And my 3-step advanced metabolic fat loss system is going to help you do just that. You simply can't find this anywhere else. As you've noticed by now, the Fat Loss Code is by far giving you the most effective fat loss strategies to follow. It's breaking down the science in a way that's easy to understand and utilize. It's not holding back in any way on giving you the crucial information to enable you to be your own fat loss expert yourself. And the results come fast too. In fact, many fat loss coders report that they drop more than 10% of their unwanted body fat in less than 30 days. Now you may believe that a system that can do this much for you would cost you a pretty hefty amount. And in all honesty, it really should. After all, this system has taken many years of research and has helped thousands of people just like you drop their unwanted body fat quickly. And I'm not just giving you the scientifically proven information and expecting you to go out and do it on your own. I'm walking you through step by step each week, building on each week's prior results and giving you the exact tools to transform your body long term. There literally has never been a fat loss system providing you with so much. So I'll get to the price in a few moments. First, I want to share a few other unique benefits this powerful system will deliver to you. You'll discover the #1 hormone your body needs to burn more fat and have more energy. Chances are you're not producing enough of it, and I'm going to show you how to easily produce more now. That's covered in Lesson 1. You'll learn the insider information on the critical factors to look for when buying any supplement. So many people are tossing their hard-earned money away on supplements that simply can't do much to change their body on a biochemical level. I'm going to teach you how to weed out the good supplements from the bad and utilize the right supplements for your body. This literally saves the average person hundreds of dollars each year on use of supplements. Plus, I'll be revealing the #1 style of exercise you absolutely must do to keep your body in a high metabolic state. And no, it's not traditional cardio. I'll also be giving you access to the clinically proven superior fat loss training techniques with beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels, with the specific times to utilize them so that you can accelerate your fat burning. My clients that work with me one-on-one in my gym pay $497 each month to learn everything that I'm revealing to you here in the Fat Loss Code. Yet, I've created this online system to not only give you the exact same value, it also allows me to give you a far better deal. Now there's more. You're not just receiving the Fat Loss Code system today. Just for watching this presentation, I'd like to give you, free of charge, these value-added bonuses to help you lose unwanted fat even faster. First of all, I want to provide you with how a blood test can save your life. Learn from Dr. Karen Vieira how you can use blood tests to uncover problematic symptoms before they develop into disease. Your body's not going to be as concerned about burning fat if it's dealing with underlying diseases. So you're also going to find out how to get the real hard data to ensure that your body is in the right place nutritionally so that you can allow your body to focus fully on burning fat. This is a value of $27 here in this program. You're also getting access to Chi herbs. In this exclusive ebook, you'll discover the powerful medicines and super herbs used for centuries to activate powerful energy flow in your body. This book will give you all of the insider information to help you unblock the stagnant energy in your system, reduce your stress, and naturally boost your stamina. This complete ebook is valued at $47. And you're also getting access to the 7 legendary foods of immortality. Many of these storied foods are unknown to the general public, but some of the healthiest people on the planet are taking advantage of them every day. Now you get to learn what they are too, and more importantly, how to use them for the greatest results. This powerful audio-visual course is valued at $147. Now you can see why the Fat Loss Code is valued at $497, even without the bonuses. This is an absolute steal. And if you bought the bonuses by themselves, your total investment today would be over $700. But I don't feel that money should ever be a barrier for anyone to enjoy the health and vitality that we all deserve to have. So just for watching this presentation today, I have a much better deal coming your way. So just keep watching as it won't last much longer. On the other side, you could continue to choose the path you're on right now. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting and end up paying 50, 60, maybe even 100 times this much money in the near future in the form of expensive food and supplements. Yes, my system will save you a lot of money on these things. Or clothes that you'll have to buy. No, not the clothes to show off your new incredible body. The clothes that you'll be forced to wear because you don't feel good about yourself and can't fit the clothes that you really want to wear. And let's not even talk about the healthcare costs and the time off work that you'll eventually miss if you don't take care of yourself at the level you truly need to right now. And that isn't what I want for you. So let's make this a really easy decision, okay? I feel you deserve to know why I'm about to offer you such a massive savings today. So let me share my vision with you. It's a cause that I'm really passionate about, that I'm inviting you to join alongside thousands of other people who are ready to take their health and fitness to incredible levels. A few years ago, I set the most important goal of my lifetime, to really live out my potential and not leave anyone behind that can get access to this information. I know you have unique gifts and talents that you need to be sharing with the world, but if you don't feel good, if you don't feel confident, if you don't have the body and energy you need to live out your potential, it's going to be a tremendous struggle, and you're likely going to leave this planet unfulfilled and unhappy. I simply could not sit by and see so many people struggling, so I dedicated myself to helping at least 1 million men and women transform their health and live the life of high energy and enjoyment that we all deserve to have. Since then, I've helped thousands and thousands achieve far more than just a 20-pound weight loss goal. Thousands of people have gotten their lives back, and in many cases, taken their lives to a whole new level. The amazing thing is that many of these people are now helping others to do the same thing. Can you imagine how far this thing can go with people actually getting the body they want and then sharing their results with other people? It literally excites me to my core and makes me so proud to be able to help. The bottom line, I decided that I absolutely need to let as many people as possible join this mission. The great news, This means a much lower cost for you to finally get the body you deserve, because I want you to join this mission and I don't want finances to get in the way of you achieving what's possible for you. So let's add your incredible body transformation story to the cause, starting right now. That means that you will not be paying the retail value of the fat loss code and all of the other bonuses. Not even close. So your investment today will not be $718, not even half of that, not even $247. Your total investment today, which includes the fat loss code, 5-week body transformation program, and all of the bonuses you see above, is now only one payment of just $197. Listen, don't decide right now. Take advantage of my unconditional triple guarantee. Just try the fat loss code system for yourself for a full 60 days. If you don't see the inches flying off your body in those 60 short days, or if you don't lose at least 10% of your unwanted body fat in the first 30 days, or even if you don't like the colors I use or the way I numbered the pages, you name it, I'll gladly refund you every single penny. No questions, no hassles. My goal is for you to be blown away by the information you learn and to use it to achieve the body that you've always wanted to have. I want you to be excited about this program and to realize that this was the best decision for your health that you've ever made in your life. Look below this video right now. Click the orange button that says Add to Cart to claim your discounted price now. You'll join countless other fat loss code success stories like Anthony and Lizzie. Plus, if you act now before this presentation ends, I'll add in this one-of-a-kind super bonus valued at $97. You're getting access to the Fast Fat Loss Exercise Instructional Video Vault. You'll learn how to do the most efficient fat loss exercises endorsed by many of the top fitness experts in the world. This is a whole library of step-by-step demonstration videos that you can refer to anytime you need to. That brings your total value to over $800. Yet today, if you act now, it's all yours for just one payment of only $197. Remember, it's not just a great deal you're getting today. You'll be taking part in the largest movement to transform the health and fitness of our society and the entire world today. You'll be a part of a rapidly growing health, fitness, and peak performance community. Just click on the orange button that says Add to Cart to claim your discounted price right now. You'll be granted immediate access to everything, the Fat Loss Code program and all the bonuses, plus your free exercise instructional video vault worth $97 just for taking immediate action for your health and fitness today. Here's what will happen the moment you click the Add to Cart button below this video. First, you'll be brought to our 100% secure checkout page. It looks just like this. Then, after you order, you can select the add-ons you prefer to help you to get started burning body fat even faster. It's that simple. Remember, you've been struggling with your unwanted body fat for far too long, and the pain of continuing to put this off will only lead to more struggle and more frustration. And the unwanted body fat will continue to pile up on your body, yet all of this can change the instant you begin applying the waist reduction quick start plan inside the fat loss code. Picture the moment you finally have the answer you've been searching for and begin the path to uncovering the ideal you. You feel alive. You feel full of optimism and inspiration like never before. You see the body fat melting away when you look at yourself in the mirror and your body just keeps getting better and better. You are finally experiencing the energy, vitality, and life-renewing results that you deserve. Yes, it's true. Your struggle with unwanted body fat, up until today, has largely been no fault of your own. It's true, you've been lied to by all the fad diets and quick fix gimmicks, the miracle fat loss supplements, and all the false promises that no one stands behind. Yet today marks your day to take responsibility. Now that you know what's possible for you, it's time to take the action necessary to put an end to the lies and begin taking advantage of a proven fat loss system that simply works. And unlike those fictitious solutions, this one is guaranteed to work. Try it for the first full 60 days and see the results you want, or you pay absolutely nothing. Plus, you always have access to our friendly support staff if you have any questions. You've heard from everyday men and women, people just like you who've seen incredible success with the Fat Loss Code system. Now let's hear from the experts. This is from Dr. Karen Vieira, the creator of MedWriters. Shaun's knowledge of health and the human body is unmatched. The science is proven, the techniques are easy to implement, and the results are achievable for anyone. If you're wanting to transform the health and fitness of your body long term, then the Fat Loss Code is a must. Martial arts expert Tristan Truscott had this to say: Shaun Stevenson's The Fat Loss Code is the total package. From detox to sculpting, he has included every aspect in his scientifically based course. This is a one-stop shop to set you on the road to optimal health. Weight loss is a balancing of healthy eating, exercise, and good sense. But being healthy doesn't mean being rail thin. It means having tons of energy, focus, and vitality. Shaun's program will help you melt away any excess weight from your system quickly and almost effortlessly. His knowledge and attention to detail will knock your socks off. I highly recommend the Fat Loss Code to anyone who is serious about taking their health and fitness to the next level. Look below the video right now. Click on the orange button that says Add to Cart to claim your discounted price now. You'll be granted immediate access to everything, the Fat Loss Code system, and all the bonuses. Plus, your free exercise instruction video vault worth $97 just for taking immediate action for your health and fitness today. Immediately after you order, go right through Section 1, your body's fat-burning machinery. Then watch the bonus videos. Do this first and you'll be all set to start burning more body fat right now. These critical elements will make sure that you get a great jump start on burning maximum fat and keeping it off long term. Remember, along with your waist reduction quick start plan, you'll also be receiving the entire Fat Loss Code 5-week training program. This is your step-by-step formula to stacking the conditions in your life to make your fat loss inevitable. You'll learn how to eat the delicious foods for your unique body type, exclusive training techniques, and how to maximize all of your body's fat loss systems. How a blood test can save your life, so that you can get the real hard data to ensure that your body is in the right place nutritionally, avoid preventable diseases, and allow your body to focus fully on burning fat. Chi herbs to discover the powerful medicines and super herbs used for centuries to reduce stress and boost your metabolism. The 7 legendary foods of immortality to find out which of the leading foods in the world are going to give you skyrocketing energy and stamina. And my super bonus, the exercise instruction video vault, so you'll never have to guess which exercises work the best or how to do them correctly. Just do not put this off 1 second longer. Here's why. First, as you recall, I lowered the price by over half so that you can jump in and start getting your results right now. However, eventually I'm going to have to raise the price back up where it really deserves to be. So act now before that happens. Also, you do not want to be left out of my super bonus, the exercise instruction video vault. Once the membership quota caps out, only the first comers will be guaranteed access to it. Everyone else will be out of luck. And let's not forget, if you keep doing what you're doing, you'll keep getting what you're getting. And unless you take action now, you may miss out on the biggest opportunity in your life to get the body you desire to have. You may do what some other people choose to do and just put it off. Just a few more days, which shockingly turns into months, then years. And before they know it, they're so far from the body of their dreams that they've given up all hope. I don't want this to happen to you. So let's make sure that you get what you really want and do the most intelligent thing you can do. Take full advantage of this limited time offer while you still can and make the intelligent decision to get on the right path to a sane, simple, and rewarding journey to fat loss today. Click the Add to Cart orange rectangular button below and let's get you started now. You still there? If you are, then I bet you still have some questions. Here are some of the most common questions I get and the answers to help you out. I've tried several diets that have worked, but as soon as I stopped doing them, the weight came back. Well, this is because those diet programs are not focused on changing the way your body actually burns fat for fuel. Rather than putting you on a calorie-restricted diet, I focus on getting your hormonal systems balanced out first so that you can actually become an efficient fat burner. This allows you to eat foods that you enjoy, even if they're outside what's recommended for you, and still keep your body in a high metabolic state. I have a very busy schedule and have a big challenge of fitting in enough time for exercise. One of the biggest misconceptions about exercise is that you have to put in a lot of time, quantity, to see some big results. Nothing could be further from the truth. It's really about the quality of exercise that you do and focusing on the right methods that allow your body to burn maximum fat in the least amount of time. In the Fat Loss Code, I share with you the exact movements and the exact sequence that you need to use, and this is critical to get the biggest results in the shortest time possible. Once you use the exact code, the majority of your time needs to be spent on rest and recovery and actually enjoying your new body. I always have a problem sticking to diets when I travel or go out for social events. One of the biggest reasons people, quote, fall off the wagon is because they are thrown into social situations that cause them to break the rules on their diet. For most people, once they cheat a little, it snowballs into an avalanche of harmful eating. In the Fat Loss Code, you are given the tools that allow you to easily and confidently go out and have a good time, enjoy delicious foods, and still look and feel great afterwards. I'm constantly concerned about food when dieting, and it makes my life more complicated. One of the most important factors about human nature that other programs don't pay attention to is the fact that we want to be free and we want to have things easy. The Fat Loss Code reveals to you how to eat right for your unique body type and gives you the freedom and flexibility to eat the foods you enjoy that really work for you. If it's simple, easy, and pleasurable, it makes it next to impossible to fail. The Fat Loss Code helps your diet work for you instead of you constantly working for your diet. I have food cravings that always cause me a big problem. When it comes to food cravings, it's all about the hormones. If you're trying to use willpower against your biology, it's just a matter of time before you're munching on things that you've tried to stay away from. In this program, I help you to permanently reverse the underlying cause of harmful diet decisions, not by taking away foods that you enjoy, but by getting you back in control of your system by intelligently balancing your hormones. Remember, along with your waist reduction quick start plan, you'll also be receiving the entire Fat Loss Code 5-week training program. This is your step-by-step formula guiding you to stacking the conditions in your life to make fat loss inevitable. You'll learn how to eat delicious foods for your unique body type, exclusive training techniques, and how to maximize all of your body's fat loss systems. How a blood test can save your life so that you can get the real hard data to ensure that your body is in the right place nutritionally, avoid preventable diseases, and allow your body to focus fully on burning fat. Chi herbs, to discover the powerful medicines and super herbs used for centuries to reduce stress and boost your metabolism. The 7 legendary foods of immortality, to find out which of the leading foods in the world are going to give you skyrocketing energy and stamina. And my super bonus, the exercise instruction video vault, so you'll never have to guess which exercises work the best or how to do them correctly. Click the Add to Cart orange rectangular button below and let's get you started now.